Hello, this is the overview of the Word Project 6 for COMT 12,000. The first part of this involves setting up a mail merge for a letter. So to get into this, the first thing I'm going to do is, following what the book says, is go under Mailings and do Start a Mail Merge. Go step by step. And for this first part, we're going to go to Letters and go to Start a New Document and select from Template. And we'll come down here and select from template. We'll select the letter tab and we will select the timeless letter option, and that will bring up our template. Nice thing about templates is there's so many available that you can just use to plug your items in. A lot of people don't take advantage of this. So now I'm looking at figure 6-7 and I'm going to put in Jordan Taylor Green's name. Now, if you want to put your name in, that's fine with me. I'm just following along with the book. I do ask, though, just for safety and security items, don't put your address in here. You know, if you're doing this for real for a letter you're sending off to somebody, by all means, put your real address in there. And but 33115. I'm just typing this in as it is in the book. For the telephone, I'm actually going to highlight this whole area here and delete what's there and type in cell 583 2772 and the email address. This again is figure 6-7 on page 345. I'm going to delete the website down here because we don't really need that. And then just a couple housekeeping chores is they want us to make the name. I'm going to go to the home tab and they want the name to be 14 and the other items to be 9. Okay. So with that being done, I'm going to take a second and pause, and I'm going to save this document. I'm going to save this in the folder that I'm saving my other projects. So I'm going to go to File and Save As. I'm going to save it on my computer, on my Kodak drive in 12,000. This is just where I'm saving mine. Yours will obviously be different. I'm just going to call this Word 6 for now. And we'll have other items to save in there as we get going along. Okay, next thing I want to do in this part is we're going to replace this logo with a picture. And to do that, if you click in this is actually a graphic, although it looks like text. If I click on this and then right click and go to change picture, it's going to bring up an option where I can insert a picture from File, from Word, or from Bing. I'm going to actually do a search on Office for they call this the Scales of Justice. This is in the book, and I'm going to tell you you can use any one of these images. You don't have to use a specific one that they use in the book. If you can find it, great. But if not, I'm going to, for example, I'm going to use a little different one just to change up a little bit. I would like to use this one right here. And then when you insert it, now you can certainly change the size of that, and we'll change the size here in a few minutes just to make it look appropriate. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the shading, and this shading is on figure 6-9 on page 347. Something I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the upper left hand corner, and this is actually technically treated like a table. I'm going to turn the borders on for a second just to show you how this actually looks. So I'm going to turn all borders on, and when I click up in this area here, under the layout, I can change the shading. This is a little different than what the book does, but I'm going to go under shading, and I'm going to shade this area with that blue, and actually do the same thing here. Okay, now the picture may look certainly different from the book because that's one of the differences. I'm not going to take off points for that because I just said you can actually change that picture. I'm going to change the font color here to white. Okay. Now down here in this bottom part, I'm going to shade that by using a different color. And they want us to use, I believe, this brown. Okay, now, again, remember, I turned the borders on just to show you that. I'm actually going to come back here now and turn the borders off again. Under the Home tab, I'll make this no borders. Okay, and that will keep items in that regard. And let's see. The other item I want to do before we finish this part is I'm going to click in this area up here. I'm back in the table here. I'm going to click on this. I want to go to Show More or See More, and I'm actually going to change this. This is according to Figure 611. I'm going to do absolute position of 1 inch. See, everything else is the same. This should be centered. Margins, page, and hit OK. And that just slightly moves that down a little bit. That's according to the directions in the book. So at this point, our letter is set up for the first part, and of course we're going to actually do more with the letter in subsequent tutorials.